Good morning, afternoon, and evening to everybody, and welcome to the Critical D-Cast, the only podcast that is half as long as the Order 1886.
Yeah.
I am, as always, your host, Brian Bishop, and today I am joined by Ruben Prado,
Yeah.
Mike Matthews,
Darkest Dungeon is kind of alright.
and Matt Olson. That's about what everybody's talking about today as far as the Order 1886, but we'll get into that. How is everybody today?
I could, I'm doing alright. I could be getting social links right now, but I'm not, because you guys are my best friends. So,
Oh, yay.
Yay!
Oh, well, Mike, do
even
you
though I
care
told
to,
you guys I was going to bail on you guys, but I decided not to.
care to share with us why? Because I already know, but...
Not
Yeah, I don't,
any recorded medium, I don't.
Well, I mean, we all know, but
I don't know, I'm trying to make new friends. How about let's put it that way, I'm trying to make new friends.
Oh,
You
okay.
don't need new friends, you have
Because
us.
you guys are getting kind of stale.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Mike,
Oh.
I think you're out.
Also, you guys like vaginas, so...
Oh, well, you're right about that. I don't have one of those.
Mike, to save our friendship, do I need to go into certain operations?
Like what? You're showing me, Ruben.
I know a doctor.
No,
You
no,
work at a
Ruben, no,
doctor's
I think our
office.
friendship is fine the way it is.
I'm doing okay, but I'm gonna rant about my life
Wow,
whenever we
haven't
want to get
released
around
a
to
D in a
that.
Okay,
while.
just release D right now, Ruben. Release it.
Are we ready to release some D?
Release some D.
Alright, so as you guys know, I got that new job down by where you live, Mike.
Yep, weird now.
Being
Down by the river.
being a medical assistant at a pulmonologist's office. Now, what I'm going to say, some of it, I mean, no one who listens to us is going to care, but I'm not going to say any names, because there is some slight, I don't want to say illegal things, but
Whoa!
slight, things that shouldn't have been done, sort of, and like, whatever. So, this is the fucking shitstorm I'm in. So, I got this job recommendation from a friend. He's like, yeah, this office I do IT stuff for needs a helping hand. I'm like, cool, I need a job right now. Like, alright, whatever, cool. So I go talk to the doctor. Yeah, so we need someone to do a lot of desk work. We're really far behind. The office is in a mess right now. And, there's a lot of paperwork to be done. And I also want, I know you're not a medical assistant, but I want to train you to do, to take vitals and stuff of patients and do some tests on people before I go and see them. And the office has one medical assistant right now. So I'd be training from her, and I'd be doing a little bit of everything in the office. And I mean, that's fine. I'll take the job. It was 38 hours a week for $14 an hour. I could easily pay everything. I could easily pay everything I wanted to, plus be able to save for Disney World, plus be able to buy whatever I want. Well, not whatever I want, but I'll be able to buy a few things I want to get. And it was going to be a temporary job to hold me over until I got something better. Well,
Right.
So medical assistants usually go to school for 9 months to a year or so, and it's not right to have someone just kind of get a quick lesson on it and then go into it. Because I mean, people, a patient, when you go in, they trust that
That you know what you're
you're
doing.
a trained person, you've had education and stuff like that.
Yeah, right.
So, this doctor, he just had to hurry and hire someone because they're getting backlogged. They were having a lot of trouble, misplaced records and stuff. A lot of problems in that office. So, I have been learning how to do things like a pulmonary function test. How to take blood pressure, pulse, stuff like that. So, a little shitstorm happened yesterday, and that is, an insurance company decided to audit us.
Oh.
Really randomly.
Oh boy.
Well, luckily, it was kind of later in the day because the doctor doesn't come to the office till about noon and sees patients until 5. But we're there from 9 o'clock. If he hadn't been there, I would have just done what they wanted me to do and say that I'm a medical assistant.
Right.
Well, luckily he was there because they're like, oh, you have a new employee. Is he doing medical? And the doctor's like, no.
Right.
He's just
He's doing desk work, yeah.
He's just doing desk work, office work. They're like, oh, okay. Good. And I'm like, I just shut up. I'm like, what? Okay. I'm not, whatever. So they're like, they do their thing and they leave. He's like, all right. I wasn't expecting that.
Obviously not.
It's too risky to have you continue because if they looked into your background, they realize that you have no medical background. So he's like, all right, I'm gonna because they need your help a lot. I don't want to let you go. I just hired you, so I want you to continue helping them catch up on paperwork and office work, but you're not going to do any medical stuff anymore. I'm like, okay. He's like, but I'm gonna have to cut you down to 6 hours a day.
Oh.
I'm like, yeah. He's like, because I need to hire a medical assistant, a real one, but I can't afford, which is bullshit, by the way. I can't afford to have 5 of you around all the time. And I'm like, well, if I'm at 6 hours a day and they're all full-time, you hire another medical assistant, they're going to have to be there probably the whole day too. And now I'm just getting this creeping suspicion that as soon as he does get someone, he is going to let me go, and that he just wants me to help them catch up as quick as possible before then.
That sounds about right.
So I'm just like, oh, my fucking shithole. And so I'm just like, I understand you wanted to hire me in a rush, but then you get fucked so easily, like in the first week, that you immediately regret it. Like, couldn't you have thought this over a little bit before you hired me? So now, I'm working just until 3:30, and it's a lot of money I'm losing, especially since I do have to pay for my own healthcare. So a lot of things are on hold for me. But yeah, no, that's not even like, that's the big problem that happened, but that office is really a shitstorm. And the problem is that doctor doesn't give a shit about that office. He does like rotations at hospitals and other clinics and stuff. So he's only at the office for about 5 hours a day. And like the office manager is like telling us, not only do my coworkers yell at each other constantly, it's so fucking stressful. I don't want to be here. I'm glad, like, a part of me is glad I don't have to be there for like 2 hours less now, because fuck them and shut up. Like, they oh god, the bitching's terrible. But, fucking, that doctor, like, we have broken equipment, and he doesn't do anything about it. He's too cheap to hire the people he does need. And, like, fucking the toilet's been broken, apparently, for 3 weeks, and it's still broken. He won't even hire a damn plumber to fix it. We have to, like, keep, like, reattaching a chain to a rusted, fucking pole. So, wow. It's not going as swimmingly as I'd hoped. So I'm currently looking down different avenues still.
I think you have an opening at my place, I think.
Alright, yeah.
I did that link to those positions.
Yeah.
There's always
I did do that.
Nation Star if you want a different kind of train wreck.
The thing is that I could pretty much default to, like, the Spinatos where Ray works as a waiter. And waiters make good enough money. I know he does. So I'm thinking about it.
Well, the cool thing about that is that if you get the people that pay their tips in cash, you don't actually claim that on your taxes.
Yeah, I know. But anyways, that's kind of my little Release the D rant is fuck me.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I've kind of got the opposite of that. I got a job where
yeah.
Okay,
go on.
Well, except for the one crucial problem, Brian.
What?
Is that it's not here?
Yeah, that's true. It is a TV station, and it's in California, not Arizona. That's the issue. But at least it's work.
So it's all good. Using your degree.
I am using my degree. It's full-time work. I get benefits. I get all that good stuff, and I work at a TV station doing journalism, like real journalism.
On some real shit.
Yeah, I know. It's exciting, and I guess I start on Monday, which is going to be a good time.
I was gonna ask.
So it's not a train wreck just yet.
It's no, I don't think it is. It's a pretty nice TV station, from what I understand.
From what you understand.
From what I understand. Plus, like, I'm working as the associate producer, which is like where they're training me to become a real producer. So it's not like it's going to be really high-intensive work right out the gate. But I did pass up a job in public relations to do that. Although that was
job
only
was,
an
like, not really
internship, so I had to. What?
The job wasn't really guaranteed, though.
No, it was like 3 months, and it wasn't a full-on guaranteed thing. So I needed to, basically. But that's not to say I'm not excited. I'm very excited about working at KSBW. I mean, I've been watching them ever since I was a kid.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Like, when I first moved... We've been watching KSBW News since I was, like, in the 4th grade. So
you were watching news in the 4th grade?
yes, of course.
Okay.
Why wouldn't I be watching news since the 4th grade?
When I was in 4th grade, I don't think I gave a shit about the news.
Dragon Ball Z. What?
Pretty much.
Hey, I watch the news in the morning before school, right
I
after
watch
Metabots
Pokemon.
and right before Beyblade.
The fuck, I watch Pokemon in the morning before school.
Wow. But that's good. That's gonna be cool.
Oh, I'm excited. I told the guy that I'm planning on going to Disney World in October. He's like, yeah, just fill out the thing and you're good. So that's not off track either.
Thank you for that. Cool. Now we're all set. We're going to have a Skype call to Mom in April discussing some basic stuff.
Again with April.
That's when we're going to do it. So, you know.
You're lying, April.
Hopefully it's no lies. Hopefully.
Hopefully. So, anybody been playing anything interesting? Mike, I know what you're going to talk about, I guess.
Darkest of Dungeons?
God,
Yeah,
why did
all right.
God, Brian, like, why did you even?
Let's get this out of the way.
Darkest Dungeons is a early access roguelike dungeon crawler game that came out a few days ago. That basically there's this mansion that this guy found this like portal to hell under it, and he's recruiting all these people to come sort it out. So you recruit like your dudes, like people who are like grave robbers, like mercenaries, stuff shit like that, to come go through these portals and just kind of see what's going on. But the thing is that like each and every character has like different traits that affect their abilities, and also they have a sanity meter, where it's like as they get like fucked up or as bad shit happens, their sanity meter gets higher, and when the sanity meter gets full, they'll either like freak the fuck out and go through some weird shit. Like I had a guy who lost his mind and wouldn't let me heal him and wouldn't let me control him at all. And
what was that old game on the Dreamcast with the insanity meter? Was Illbleed, right?
I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of a GameCube game.
Brian, you know what I'm talking about?
No,
It
that
was
was
Illbleed,
that was
right? The circus one or whatever, or the horror like circus Illbleed? No.
no, it was shit with the sanity meter. No, that was
Eternal Darkness.
Eternal Darkness.
Is what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
But yeah, so like you have this town hub where you kind of build it up and have like people like, you know, when they come back from battle, their sanity meter is really high, so you like have them go drink or have them go fuck something, or really like, you know, actually like fuck something, or have them go gamble, and that will bring the sanity down.
Uh-huh.
So you have a roster of dudes you kind of switch out depending on who's ready to go to battle.
Right.
And you have this main town hub where you go upgrade their abilities, buy items, stuff like that. So it's really interesting. Because, you know, when dudes die, they die for realsies and you can't get them back. So you're always recruiting new guys to replace the guys you left, and always having some guys go drink to kind of calm back down while other guys go back in the battle and they level up, and some dudes are better than others. It's really interesting. I like it a lot. It's really cool.
Cool. Early access, right?
Early access.
That's well. I mean, that's
But
my
it
problem
feels like a
with it.
polished game though. It doesn't have early access feel like Crypt Necrodancer is great, but you know that game's not nowhere near done.
Yeah, except that game cost me like $12 and it was worth every penny.
Yeah, this game was 20, but I like it a lot so far.
The thing, well, here's the
I'll do what I did with A Hand of Fate. When that game exits early access, that's when I'll buy it.
It's supposed to come out for realsies, I believe, this summer.
Speaking of Crypt and Necrodancer, though, like at the $12 price point, I feel like the game is good enough where it is. So I'm trying to figure out like what else are they going to add to that game?
More
when it
more
gets full?
levels, more stages, and more songs.
Okay. I love that game.
It's really fun. Also, I love it. It has like dance pad support if you really want to go that fucking dumb route.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
need to-
that's great.
I need to get mine back because I do want to try that kind of.
And last night I started playing this game called Heroes of the Storm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna play
It's
some
like
for this cast?
okay, Matt. Like you and I, we play League of Legends. We have League of Legends is our base, game for MOBAs more or less.
I just want to point out that Mike's opinions do not reflect all views of those of us who have fucking brains. Go on,
So Matt,
Matt.
Okay, I know you're gonna try and tell me about how this
Yep.
game is fun,
Mhm. Yep.
and I don't want to hear a word of it.
Oh,
you
no.
like team fights?
No.
Well,
Oh my god.
No, Matt just likes to play Farmsville in LoL. He just picks a hero, goes to the jungle, and farms for about 40 minutes. He doesn't care if he wins or loses. As long as he's farming, he's having fun.
Like what I prefer to do is like I'm gonna go into this lane or I'm gonna go into the jungle and I'm gonna farm for half the game.
Oh my
and
God.
you're not gonna see me. And then for like the one time one of you gets caught out or like you the one unsuspecting victim, I'm just gonna come in there and you're gonna just go from 100 to 0 and not know what happened because I'm farming.
Kind of jungle
Here's
in
the
like
problem.
the mines. There's some mines you can go in sometimes.
Here's the problem. We need the Critical D 5-man team, and Matt just doesn't actually know that he likes the game yet, so we're going to have to fix that.
I mean, there's
Matt, you just okay. I hate League of Legends and everything about League of Legends. You just named the worst thing about League of Legends other than the community and said it was your favorite thing. I don't know what's wrong with you.
like
Matt's being tsundere. Let's be honest. He likes
actually,
killing
you know what's
things.
funny? Sky's latest video is actually 5 reasons why you can't quit League.
I think I can quit League pretty well.
I quit League a long time ago.
I quit League on a fucking pin needle hair.
Well, okay,
That's-
he's not. He's making a general statement. It's not to say everybody, but it's 5 reasons why people who say that they're gonna quit always come back. Like the people that say that they weren't gonna play anymore end up coming back at some point. Like, it's
I've done that at least twice.
yeah,
I'm
it's
not-
basically his top 5 reasons like why people come back. Is essentially what he's talking about. But
I mean, okay, there's top 5 reasons why people come back, but there's not top 5 reasons why people cannot stay away. That's two different things.
Well, he says that clearly. Like he kind of like clarifies that at the beginning of his video.
Well, Sky's a dumbass, and fuck him.
Hey,
No! Oh my
Don't
god! I
fucking talk.
fucking...
shit about my gay idol, okay?
That's great. You
he's
can have a
nice
gay
guy.
idol, but here's the problem. I saw him commentating Smash, and I don't mind Smash, but when Sky's commentating Smash, I turn Smash off.
Man, we fucking. I remember after Super Bowl, we
Yeah,
watched Smash.
Yeah.
Competitive Smash is fucking dumb.
It is.
That shit's boring as fucking stupid. But beside the point.
It is,
They turned
but
a
Sky
really fun,
made it
really
worse.
good game into something I just legitimately can't do. or
Heroes
hate.
of the Storm. That game is fun.
Oh, it's
Okay,
so
so
it's
so let me
Yep.
let me ask you this. So here's there's going to be a handful of driving points that could sway me to playing that game.
all right.
Okay, well, all of us are playing. There's one, go.
Okay, that's not one of them. It would be a plus for sure. Okay.
I'm seeing the Critical D 5-man team not coming to fruition
And let me
here.
go into the story of how I got the code. So like I was fucking bitter as fuck that I couldn't fucking buy it, like fucking get a code without buying the game. So I just kind of went and searched on Google and try to find all these different like giveaways.
Yeah, that's what we'd said. There's like 100 giveaways for codes right now. You should never.
And
have
then
to buy it.
Polygon wanted me to do tricks. I'm like, fuck Polygon. I'm not fucking putting
That was
a
funny,
picture
actually.
on
Yeah, that
images.
was
Go
really
fuck
good.
yourself. So I just happened to be on The Escapist watching a Nazi video, and they said, we're having a Heroes of the Storm thing. So I'm like, fuck it, whatever, sure, I'll apply. Then I went yesterday to go watch the UFC's new video, and I had a message from The Escapist saying, hey, you won, here's your code. I'm like, oh, cool, thanks.
That's kind of how it happened with Polygon and me.
Yeah, I've been like waiting. Every fucking email I've been getting, like, it's my code? No, it's my code? Fuck, it's my code? God damn it.
Okay,
So- Yep.
okay, just Google searching the game and like giveaway. For the top ones to come up, it says like we've got 500 keys to give away. Want one as PC Games N. Then there's contest.nvidia.eu. And
But
then
probably it's like some of those codes are tied to the region they're in, so some of them won't work in the US.
yeah, and then there's a lot of these are in Europe.
Well, can't matches apply to the same one you did, Mike?
Yes, you can.
Is
Go
there...
to The Escapist, make an account, and just apply.
Okay, so here's my question then.
Boy, this is wrong.
Are okay.
If you go to theescapist.com, it does not. That's not right.
It's escapistmagazine.com.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so, anyways, I guess what I'm gonna ask then is, well, you guys like play together though, so you guys don't really play with pubs on your team.
Well, I just played last night.
I've played plenty of pubs. Actually, the funny thing is, like, out of all the games I've played in this game so far, I've only had salty teammates once.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
one time we were
Once.
playing and that one guy was just like a prick about it.
And I was like, "What? You are the one! You are the one!
He's the one guy that came from League of Legends and then was just like that guy. And everybody
So-
else is just like, fuck, chill
Yeah,
out.
man. I played about, I think, like 6 games last night, all with pubs. We had one guy who got mad about one thing and I got over it really fast.
So like, I guess okay, that semi answers like one of my
I
questions.
forgot
It's
chat
like,
existed sometimes.
is
Yeah.
like
Nobody talks.
is like how try hard are like people.
Okay, here,
Nobody
Matt,
else
like,
tries
Matt, I
hard
found
except
it.
for like that one guy every like 12 games, but nobody's try hard in that.
Matt, you can fucking log in with Facebook. It's so easy, apparently.
So basically, here's a story where it's like, hey, you want to fight, right? Let's fucking go fight. And I'm like, word, let's go fight. And you
So
fucking fight.
So there's no items in the game.
No items.
Instead, what
And-
they do, instead of specializing
They have-
through
they have
items, is
talents.
each character has their own specializations to their abilities and their skill sets that you activate once every 4 levels or so.
It's just like Matt. Imagine instead of buying a sword, you just have a talent tree that you unlock talents as you level up.
So
And you start out with all of your abilities too. It's not like you have to pick one, then
Well,
go
you
a
don't
level
get your
and pick
ults.
another
You don't
one.
get your
You
ults
just
until
start with
level
all of your
6.
powers,
Except your ult.
except your ult. You do
But
earn
you
your ult.
can have more than one ult you can choose from, though. Which
Yeah,
I found intriguing.
yeah. Like for example, when I play Uther, I take one ult that lets me. There's 2 ults he has. One is it makes one person invincible for a period of time. Another one is it stuns everybody around you for a while, so it's for team fights. And then there's another ult that I could take that creates a shield around one of my allies for a period of time, or another ult I have that gives vision for a while or something like that. So you're able to add more abilities on top of your regular abilities too for some characters. They all do different stuff.
Yeah, you can have more than 4 abilities in this game.
I played a lot of Sonya because she was free last night.
Is she
She's
the,
like
the
she's
warrior?
a melee warrior, yeah.
Yeah.
She's really fun.
So-
She has one ult where you can either like jump, like it's like kind of like a, imagine like a really mini Pantheon ult. You just kind of get in, stun dudes, and to hit them.
Huh.
Or one ult where you cast it on her, and like during that time, imagine like Master Yi's ult, but like it's a mix of Master Yi and Tryndamere, where the more fear you have, the longer the ult lasts, but you get more fury as you attack dudes.
So okay.
So you can really have ult on forever if you keep on hitting dudes.
So how BS is like the CC in this game? Is it like
It's actually
next
no.
to-
It's actually like a lot like League. Actually,
Yeah,
the
it's
CC
pretty
is
low-key.
really leaguey. Like, I think the longest single target stun I've seen is like less than 2 seconds, and like the biggest like AOE CC I think I've seen so far is Zagara's ult, which basically like encapsulates anyone in it and like removes them from the game and deals damage to them for about 4 seconds, but like you can't hit them during that time. So imagine like a Mumu's ult lasting 4 seconds, but you can't hit them when they're in that ult.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
The big thing about this game is that there are different maps where there's different kind of
Objectives.
victory conditions and objectives.
Oh my god, that changes the game completely, and it makes it something so much better.
Like things like you're on a pirate ship and you want to get doubloons that will spawn randomly.
No,
And
you're
if you achieve a certain threshold of doubloons, then the ghost pirate just fucking murders their
Just
towers.
fucking whomps the fucking enemies' towers and shit.
And you can't ignore the conditions. Ruben and I were in a game at the pirate ship, and the other team just refused to get any of the victory things. We're just like, all right, we'll keep getting them, and we just like.
Yeah, we didn't go in their base. We just won with the pirate.
Oh, well.
But like some of the maps are designed in a way that like you really want to capture a point from the get-go. So some of the maps you'll just have like you won't even have a laning phase. You just go straight into team fights from the get-go. Then you'll just be roaming the map the entire time. Some of the maps are more structured so that you'll have like a couple minutes of laning. But I don't think I've ever laned for more than like 3 minutes in that game.
Yeah,
because
the
people-
laning
map
phase is
where-
basically non-existent.
It's on the map where you want to control 2 shrines,
Yeah, I hate
and
that
if you have
map.
the shrines, you can go up to this other shrine and turn into like a giant like fucking demon,
Oh, that's a
and
good
just-
map.
fuck shit up.
Oh, the dragon
Oh,
map? Yeah, the
Dragon
dragon
Knight.
map's tight.
So. Okay, well,
The thing is
Also,
like
Games
it's
are like 15 to 20 minutes typically.
Yeah.
so they're not as long as like League or
Nowhere
Dota.
near.
Nowhere
No.
close.
Nowhere.
the longest game I think I've had is like 28 minutes, and that was a long game.
The longest game I ever had of that game was like 30 minutes, and that felt really long. Like, that one dragged.
I mean, it's funny because like when I play a game of League and like 30 minutes will go by and I just like don't even whatever.
But the big thing is that like regards to talents, since XP and all of that is team wide, no player is ever stronger than the other than their teammate. They're all the same level.
Which, so there's something I actually wanted to say about that I kind of noticed. Like, it's something that I always felt, but I didn't like notice actively. And it's that, like, for instance, in like Han and Dota, let's say you're playing a support hero like Glacius. I don't know, you guys don't know him, like Crystal Maiden, whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep, okay, yep,
so this
yep.
is a support hero who all you do with her in like when you're playing her correctly, quote unquote, is sucking dick, spending all your money on what wards. And you never buy anything above like boots. You're like boots, wards. That's it. That's your game. And the thing is like it's never viable in a game unless you're playing against a bunch of shitty pubs to like go like carry Crystal Maiden, like that game where you farm up like 4 tier 4 items and you like rape some bitches, you know? And it's nice that in this game, because it's team-wide and because you can like craft your hero along the way with talents, you can play support heroes but then talent them in a way that like kind of puts you in a different role. So you can play any
I do
hero.
that all the time as Uther, yeah.
Yeah, you can play any hero in the role you want without thinking to yourself, I'm not going to get there because I'm playing the bitch support. I'm playing the bitch, utility, whatever, sacker.
I can play Holy Hammer Uther and just rain death upon my opponents with my Hammer of Justice.
And like by doing that, you're not detrimenting the people on your team who are playing the heroes that otherwise would be farming and be the only ones getting stronger. They still
Right.
are. They're still fulfilling their role. So it's really fun being able to play any character the way you want to because of your sharing experience and
Oh, okay.
Like
I mean,
the UI, like the score it shows does not show kills; it shows level, which is a big thing they want to press upon you.
yeah, you can see kills by pushing tab though.
Yeah, but like the big
But
thing
even
is team
that
level.
doesn't show the number of kills you have per se. It shows how many takedowns you have, which
Yeah,
is
and-
Well, no, it shows the team kills on the bottom.
It does.
oh,
And
yeah.
also,
Yeah.
there's no assists. I'll take like if 3 dudes
if you were
kill a
involved
person,
with killing somebody, it counts it as
It's
a
a takedown.
takedown for everybody that was involved.
right?
okay,
Yeah.
so like if you guys are like bursting someone down and all I do is just like one little like auto attack and then you guys kill him, then I'll still get it.
you'll
Well,
get
I mean,
a takedown.
it'll put the point on everybody who is involved, saying you all got the kill.
Oh, okay.
And it's really nice knowing that like you can creep steal everyone and it doesn't matter. Like
Yeah,
someone's
there's no
like
glory
someone's like quote unquote farming a lane. I go up,
Yeah,
destroy
like-
the entire thing. It's like help the team.
Last hitting does not exist in this game, straight up, in any regard.
Oh.
Which allows you to really focus on just skirmishing, which I find to be really.
So in other words,
relaxing.
because you're not working towards like making like each individual character like stronger, you're all like on the same like playing field, I guess. So like
Yeah, you're all working together.
so you can't really get mad that like I'm a jungler and I come in and it's like, oh, I got ganked early. I need to come into a lane and take some minions.
No, you don't.
No.
And then my
that's not,
laner
that's not a thing.
Like the only thing you can get mad at someone for, and I think that's like that one salty guy was getting about, is like if you're dying a lot because you're stupid, okay, that's kind of a problem. You're giving the other team more experience. If you don't help your team, the thing is that this is the most important MOBA I've ever played to make sure everyone's working together for the objectives. Being down one person means so much when everyone's around the same power level.
I tried split pushing, and I don't think it mattered all that much.
No.
Unfortunately, you can get punished for losing a team fight real badly because of how small the maps are. The other team can get such a huge lead. So it still retains that sort of like everything matters a lot type of mentality.
There's a lot of mobility. Like, you have your own mount in this game.
Oh yeah, you mount up when you're out of combat.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be something that you're going to have to get used to. Is you press Z to get on your mount, and then it lets you move twice as fast. It's instead of boots, basically. For the first, like, 6 games I played, I always forgot to mount up. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
me
shit.
too.
Hit
The
Z.
thing is, like, it mounts you up automatically after you come back from being dead. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you're automatically moving as fast as you can to get back in the game. You don't have to think about that. It's more when you're moving between objectives, you have to remember to.
Yeah. And then you play Rhaegar, and your mount's replaced with Ghost Wolf. You do it during combat. You're like, this hero's fucking sweet. I love that hero. I bought him. But yeah, so I guess so. Let's say so far our favorite and least favorite things about the game. I'll start. All right. My favorite thing about the game, I love it, and every time I turn the game on, I just get. I'm always impressed by it, is I love the hero select where you're like making your party and like the full models there. Like I love the models, I love the art, the style. I love that you see your hero in their entirety standing there, you know, ready to get ported into the game. I think it's just awesome looking. Because I think the models are really well detailed in this game and really, it looks great. The game looks great.
I like the UI a lot.
My
the UI,
least-
like, for instance, when people die,
Yeah.
on like there's like a meter on for each team
Yeah.
that shows
it's
the count,
so
the
nice.
kill countdown,
Oh, yeah.
which is really
Or
helpful.
it shows like, okay, the other team has 4 heroes dead, and then it has little timers on them for how long until they come back. So you're like,
Yeah.
all right, the entire team's dead, and they got 45 seconds till they come back. Let's push as hard as possible for that 45 seconds.
Yeah, but you see, like, what they're talking about, Matt, is, like, you'll see their portraits at the top start away from the middle, and as their timer goes down to respawning,
It gets
they'll
close.
go closer to the middle, and then the middle is when they respawn.
Yeah.
So you have this visual indicator that constantly shows you.
But the big thing for me is that it really gets down to the best parts of MOBAs, which are the team fights. And it kind of cuts out the kind of ancillary bullshit to a certain extent, which
There's
people
no
might say
last
like
hitting,
the
which,
actual
thank
like
God.
depth to the game, which it depends on how you come at it.
The thing is, that's the thing. That's the thing.
It's like big
like-
first MOBA.
Yeah, it's not, and I talked about this in the last cast. It's not the most deep game, but it sacrifices that for just fun. It's just fun.
It's really fun.
It's a fun game to play.
And that's why I'm able to play this game. I don't care about playing it competitively. I don't care about, getting like high rating like I used to in old MOBAs. I just play it. I just
It's
have
fun to just sit down and play the game for like 3 hours and have a
Which
blast.
we're doing that after this cast, right?
Yeah.
Okay, make sense.
So anyways, okay, so let's say my negative thing about it. And I'm
Oh, I
pretty
didn't get
sure
to say anything positive.
well, neither did Mike.
Yeah, you did.
I did say something positive.
Well, was that your favorite thing?
It gets to the team fights, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say both things, but sure, Brian. All right, we'll just do good things first.
My dude, I'm fucking. My absolute favorite thing is how they took out fucking last hitting. That's the most useless mechanic I've ever seen in any goddamn game ever. And then they're just like, let's just not ever worry about that again. And I just go into lane and I'm just like, oh, I'll just take these minions down, get the experience. Oh, good
I'm gonna
time.
push.
Oh,
Fuck
team
it. Who
fights.
cares?
Oh,
Push
team
it.
fights are great. Team fights are fun. I'm having fun. I'm having a good time. And that's what's important to me is that it doesn't take itself so fucking seriously.
Now, Matt, not confusion. There are ganks. You still gank dudes. There's bushes. There's lanes. You can still come up and fucking dude up.
Yeah, it shows to do league bushes, and I don't care about that much. I just wonder why they went that route instead of the Fog of War route.
Yeah.
But there's bushes, there's steam vents, there's the fucking like cloud shit.
Yeah, just having everybody hang out at the treasure chest in the pirate thing.
Yeah.
That place is a bastard because they're just waiting for dudes to come by and just gonna fuck them up.
Yup.
Yeah.
Well, anyways,
huh?
I'm looking at the heroes that you can play as, and so far, like just from looks, like I would probably, actually, it's funny. I'd want to play Sergeant Hammer, tank commander.
Oh, if you do, I hope we get the curse map because that hero's good on the curse map.
I'm
God,
seeing
Sergeant
for
Hammer
Nova
is
right
such
now.
a shit on the curse.
Nova's really good.
I want to play Nova.
Actually, there was a new rotation. Oh, I wonder what it is.
Yeah,
Nova,
Sonya. I was playing. So.
Yeah, Nova looks fun,
Let me
and
see.
I also want to play the freaking kale looking motherfucker.
Tyrael?
Yeah,
Tyrael?
Oh.
He's from Diablo.
yeah.
Also
Either that.
Diablo from Diablo.
Tyrael's interesting. He's useless up until he gets his ult, then he just wrecks.
Tyrael is actually one of the like few heroes I played in the game that feels like he gets like exponentially better as the game goes on. He feels really weak for the first like 7 levels.
Oh, how's the?
Then after you get his ult, he's suddenly like the greatest thing.
You
ever.
get ult and immolation, or you're just like, "Grrrr,
Looks like there's 2 StarCraft 2 Marines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Raynor.
Raynor and Tychus.
His ult, he just calls down a fucking ship and just goes straight at the enemy.
the battleship.
It's pretty great.
It's pretty awesome.
Okay, this week's free heroes are ATC, Illidan, Lili, Sonya, Uther, Sergeant Hammer, and Falstad. Now the thing is, you get the 5 normally, but then you'll get the 6th and 7th free slot once you've hit level 12 and 15 respectively on your account.
Yeah.
So at level 15, you'll have 7 free heroes a week. So unfortunately, Sergeant Hammer is free right now, Matt, but you have to get your account to level 12 in order to use him. But god fucking shit, Illidan's free. That means I have to deal with motherfucking Illidan all fucking night. God.
Which one was
shit.
Illidan?
He's the green glaive guy who blinks around you. Remember
He
the guy?
seemed a lot like what's that guy? What's that guy from Dota 2? Like Mage.
Magebane.
Magic.
Yeah. Anti-mage.
Yeah, he seemed a lot like
The problem is his ult literally lets him like teleport to any enemy on the map that you see while it's active.
Oh,
and
Because
turns into the fucking demon and just wrecks fucking face.
Oh, it's so obnoxious. But luckily, I mean, he's not unbeatable. He's fine. You just have to know how to deal with him.
I don't
But anyways,
think any of the characters in that game are unbeatable.
actually, Thrall was, but now they nerfed him, so it's okay.
All right.
Also, I'm reading the thing on the link you gave me though. It says all contest submissions must be in no later than February 19th, which is today, by the way, at 1700 Eastern Standard Time.
Well, fuck. Okay. Well, let's look for the next tournament then, or the next contest. Anyways, all right.
There's a lot of bullshit like, hey, go here to get your key, even though it's probably a virus.
Yeah. I don't know.
So
The Heroes of the Storm Facebook page, Polygon, Escapist, just keep checking around. I don't know. Like, Brian could probably find you one tonight somewhere if you looked.
if there are a few things I don't like, is that
Well, I'm gonna go first!
Okay, Ruben, go on.
Damn it!
Okay.
Okay, my biggest problem with the game, and I think they're gonna change it eventually because every MOBA should have it, and every MOBA does have it by now, is I feel really blind with the minimap in the lower right corner, which is what League defaults to.
Mhm.
And they don't have an option to put it to lower left. Now, the second problem I have stems from that, which is because in the lower right, I'm not used to that. I constantly click it when I'm trying to move around, and so then I start moving away. Well, that wouldn't be a problem if there was an option to disable click to move on the fucking minimap, which there fucking isn't.
But the thing is that, like, I hate it in Dota because I'd be running away and I hit the minimap by accident and run back into my
That's
fucking
because
death.
you started in League, I started in Dota. And that's the thing. Blizzard games have always had the minimap in the lower left corner. Everyone is pretty sure the reason why they put it lower right for this game is because they wanted to attract the League crowd. But fuck, they should really pander to, people who've been playing Blizzard games for the last 20 years. But everyone's pretty sure they're going to put the function in at some point. It's just kind of a mystery why they haven't done it yet, and that's really fucking annoying. It's really, really fucking annoying. I will miss a lot of things on the minimap while I'm playing because it's not in the lower left. Anyways, that's my big gripe with the game right now.
My thing is that I'm not sure you can dash through some walls, which I'm used to doing in League of Legends.
It depends what kind of skill
There's
you're
some
using.
characters that can do that.
Because I know Murden can jump over the fuck anything.
Because I was playing that green blade guy, and I tried to dash back to the base, but I couldn't. So that kind of felt off to me. I'm not sure that's just like a League of Legends and then train that way, or it's a MOBA thing.
Well, who are you playing again? Nova? No, Nova doesn't have a blink.
No, the dash guy. No, the green glaive guy.
Oh, you were playing Illidan.
Yeah, but he has a dash though.
If it doesn't displace you, or if it doesn't jump, if it's just like a dash, then it won't go through terrain. Your character has to either jump or have a straight up blink.
Okay, I'm used to dashing through terrain.
Yeah.
Another thing is that like it's maybe it doesn't really matter, but I'm never sure who's killing who in team fights and like who killed who.
I had a hard problem too, but it's kind of just one of those things like once you play the game more, you'll get the feel for it. It's like when people that play League go to Dota 2, they're like, "What the fuck is happening? Oh my god!" But you just have to get used to like.
It's like, oh, I'm dead. I'm used to like the
shit.
screen going gray, but
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. Brian, do you have any big problems with
Those
the
are really
game?
small things though.
The only thing that I kind of had an issue with was they made it so hard to check dailies and check stuff outside of the match. But they fixed that, thank God. And the other thing is, I guess, it's in beta still, so clearly they're going to be messing around with it a little bit more, but everything outside of the game is a little bit choppy right now. I could use it being a little bit more intuitive.
Yep. Well,
some of the buttons black out randomly when I'm on the main menu.
that happens. Yeah.
And also, the disconnect issues there because beta.
I did have a glitch where I hit clean up accident and I tried to get out by exiting out of the game.
Yeah.
But it still had me in a game, and I clicked rejoin, but it kicked me out to the main menu. But I couldn't get back to a game, so it said I was in a game. So I kind of had to go do something else until the game was over.
Yeah, it's definitely a beta.
Yeah,
it's definitely a beta.
So it's not fully released yet, though.
No.
No. Oh, no.
No.
That's why there's still codes to get in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once the game's fully out, it'll just be free to play, like fucking Hearthstone.
Or you can buy it right now for $40.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
I'll be right back.
Which I almost did.
Well, we told you not to.
That's why I didn't. But I came really close sometimes, though. So I was like, fuck those. I'm gonna play that fucking game. Those cocksuckers.
Wow.
Fun.
This question's really easy
Oh, the one for
for today. Yeah, it's like, what is the recommended level 7 talent for Lily's healing build? And I just clicked on the thing, and it's like, oh, okay, healing build, level 7, the good stuff.
Yeah, the questions to get into these things are never hard. It's just trying to generate views to their website. That's literally all they are.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like what we tried to do.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, there's a lot that I really like about that game, and it's definitely worth checking out if you're able to. Don't buy it, though. Just fucking don't. Please don't.
Mm.
So, I don't know, I doubt any of you guys have been paying attention to it just because I don't know how much you guys care, but Final Fantasy Type O comes out next month, and I'm excited for it.
I saw some gameplay of it, and I'm like, nah.
Well, what's interesting to me isn't as much the gameplay, although I was a big fan of Crisis Core, and it's running on the Crisis Core engine. So the
Wait, a
gameplay's gonna
PSP engine?
Yeah, but it's a port to the Xbox One from the PSP. So they change the controls around, they make it more intuitive, and they make the entire game it looks gorgeous.
Oh, wait.
What?
Oh. I thought that game was coming out for Vita.
No, it's coming out for Xbox One and PS4.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay, we're talking about
That's
that, right?
type.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Final Fantasy
Final
typo.
Oh,
Final
right.
Fantasy typo.
Like
What's interesting to me though is the fact that it's the first ever M-rated Final Fantasy game. And if you've seen the release trailer for the game, it's fucking brutal.
Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of game that you would want to get together with your friends and play, like, like with each other, right? Because that, like, I feel like that's the style. Like, I feel like it's supposed to be like a Monster Hunter type game.
It's not.
No.
There's no multiplayer for one thing.
Oh, what? I thought there was.
There was in the PSP version. It's not in the Xbox One and PS4 version.
Oh my. So did
But
they change the game at all?
Yeah, they
Like,
changed the game around so that it's not based around that. Like you're able to switch between the 13 characters on the fly now. So like if one of your characters dies, it just brings out another character instead of having you're relegated to one character.
But is it more of like a full coherent adventure rather than like go
it
to
was
town,
always
go on?
it was always a story-based coherent adventure.
Well-
It was never just hunting a monster.
No, I thought. Well, no, I thought it was like God, like PSO style, where it's like you go to town, go on a mission, go back to town, go on a mission, go on to town.
I don't think so.
No, okay.
There is a very definite story to that game.
Well, as long as it lets you explore like different places and go to different towns and stuff, like most Final Fantasies do. Well, all.
It looked fine. The little visual upgrade looked fine from what I've seen.
The action gameplay is very action-based and very. The thing is, there's 14 different playable characters in that game, and they all have different weapons and play styles, and you're able to switch them out at will during the game for different situations, like on the fly. So, for example, there might be one time where you would want to play as a ranged character, so you could play as Trey or
Parker.
Spice. Trey Parker. They're all named after playing cards. Like there's Ace, Deuce, Trey,
Birthday. Nice.
5, Sice, 7.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
It
And then
subscribes,
there's 14.
subscribes to the Hamatora school of character naming.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, it looks really cool, but that Final Fantasy 15 demo looks incredible.
Yeah, that shit looks fucking awesome.
Wait, there's a demo?
Yeah. Only if you get the first run of the game. So the first run of copies, the day 1 edition, it comes with the demo for Final Fantasy 15.
Nope.
Oh.
I am not buying that demo getting a free game. I'm sorry.
Well, I wanted the game anyway. I was already planning on getting the game. The demo's just a bonus, but
Brian, when you
I don't want that.
send my Beyond Two Souls back to me, can you send me that game so I can try the demo, please? Thank you.
Wow.
if that's how that works, then sure.
Actually, just replace the Beyond Two Souls disc with your Final Fantasy demo disc.
Wow.
I don't actually need Beyond Two Souls back. Just send me Final Fantasy typo, okay?
Well, that sounds a lot cooler than I expected. But I mean, I'm already gonna give my Final Fantasy Virgin Cherry to 15. So yeah,
13's not a
Wouldn't
bad
be
game.
breaking that because typo isn't a mainline Final Fantasy game, so
yeah. But I already played some Dissidia, so I'm ruined on that aspect. But anyways, so I have up on screen here the Kotaku elephant in the room. Do we want to address that elephant?
yeah. Let's talk about that.
So there's this game called The Order 1886. Apparently, if I like movies, which I do, and do I like video games, I do, then I should skip this game, according to Kotaku.
Yeah, I've read at least 12 different reviews for that game today. Some of them have been more positive than others. Most of them have been very ambiguous about it. But the general consensus I hear is it's wasted potential.
Yeah.
Like, I listened to the setup for the game and everything that's, like, about the game. It is a brilliant concept. The idea that the Knights of the Round Table have been going consistently since the Knights of the Round Table, and they've been working as this underground order for the Queen since those days, and they've taken on generations. Kingsman, the Secret Service, did the same thing, kinda. But
We're gonna see it tomorrow.
I love that
Oh,
movie
we are,
so
aren't we? I forgot all about that.
Yes.
I think that movie's great. I love that movie. But anyway, like, the main problem with what I hear the order is the fact that it takes that great potential, then goes nowhere with the characters, has really boring writing, just boring, just utilizes QTEs to no end and no avail, and has solid shooter gameplay, but nothing to write home about by any stretch of the imagination, with boring guns. There's 2 guns in there that are really interesting, designed by Nikola Tesla, quote
The
unquote.
thermite gun and like the electric gun.
Yeah, the thermite gun and the arc launcher. But you use those guns literally 2 times in the entire game, and you never see them again. So those are underutilized. And in general, just everything about it, it's short. It's not 5 hours if you're playing at a regular pace. 5 hours is quick, but at most it's 7 hours. But there's no replay value, so it never does anything with that. There's no multiplayer, so there's no reason to come back to it after you beat it. And in general, it's just not worth the $60.
Also, I heard it starts with like this weird QTE like werewolf boss fight,
and then ends with that same boss
ends with the
fight.
fucking same boss fight.
Yeah, it does that.
What the fuck? And
God.
then ends on like a fucking cliffhanger of cliffhangers.
Okay, so Kotaku has these like little bubbles on their article that I guess link to other reviews or something.
Yeah.
But like I'm just highlighting over them and reading the URLs which have the titles in them. Let me read these, okay? It's just 7 hours, WoW, minus the QTE, and this is Destiny. So where do you guys? And then it stops there. Called it. I guess.
No, Rube. Those little bubbles are like comments. They're comments.
All right, whatever. They're still good. I guess all the people bitching in the YouTube comment called it Gears of War with magic sucks. As someone who didn't know much about this game, this PR. The Order is a third-person shooter somewhat like Gears. My biggest issue with this game being a steaming POS. Gears of War...
My biggest issue with this game being a big steaming pile of shit.
This is my favorite one. Gears
like,
of
it
War...
was be kind of alright.
This is my favorite one. Gears of War was as bad as this one fixed.
Okay.
There is a reason I've been telling Brian to stop reading comments.
I
you're kind of highlighting as to why you should never read comments of anything ever.
It's pretty gold. I don't know.
Comments are really bad, but they're real good.
It's funny. It's really funny. And some of these comments, they just don't even know that these sites are getting early review copies of the game to fucking review the game. And they're like, how can you make a fucking opinion on the game that hasn't even come out yet? God, fucking idiot. Get off this site.
The internet's a scary place.
And it's just like, you do know they're getting review copies. But here's the thing, Brian. So, put yourself in the shoes as the CEO of Ready at Dawn Games, and your game's about to launch in less than a day, and the internet is just literally shitting on
no,
the
but you're reading about the fact that how your game also came out on YouTube a week prior. A full playthrough.
That's the bigger problem. If
What?
you're talking about a PR disaster, that's about as bad as it gets.
Whatever. That aside, let's pretend.
That aside, that's the whole fucking problem.
Let's pretend like that didn't happen. Just these review copies a day before the game comes out. Your game is literally fucking being thrown to the wolves.
It's dead in the water.
What do you do?
As a director?
As the guy who, I don't know, runs Ready at Dawn games.
The director, yeah.
Well, does the director own it? He's just directing the game.
Of a studio?
I'm talking about like the guy who, like, pays everyone.
That's the publisher. That would be Sony.
Well, there's got to be a head, right, of develop? No?
The director runs the studio. The publisher funds the games.
Shh. As the director, fine. And then as Sony later.
Those are two different perspectives. When it's the director whose games get shit upon, it's him. He came up with something, and he's been building something for... I think they started publishing this, or started making this game in 2011. This is like 3 years of work that's just being shit upon by everybody. Meanwhile, over at the publisher, this game is getting shit upon by everybody. Their question is, this is going to affect our bottom line.
Yes.
Which it will.
It will. It will affect their bottom line. They put all of these resources into this game. They spent this much money to get it
They
built.
gave it like an E3 prime spot. You know.
Yeah.
Sony, the company that's not, just wallowing in money.
They're not doing super great. Their PlayStation, they just came out with their earnings and their business plan last week or the week before that. They're putting a lot of stock into Sony or in PlayStation now because they do not have anything else going for them. Sony is shitting the bed all over everything.
So,
What?
Once buying TVs.
Exactly. That's the problem. Sony, as an appliance maker, is shitting the bed right now all over the place. The only thing that's really profitable right now is the PlayStation for their company. So they're placing a lot of stock into PlayStation moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
It's a quality product.
Yeah, it is a quality product, I'm sure. But in order for it to sell it's been selling really well. But for it to maintain that, it needs to release quality games for it, and they haven't been doing that.
Well, they got Uncharted come down the pipe, but that game scared the shit out of me though after everything that happened last year.
The thing is that because of the huge Dark Souls following, Bloodborne might be the savior of that console at the moment.
Oh yeah, no. Bloodborne they're banking on Bloodborne at this point, especially after the Order blew it.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I want to play Bloodborne. It's the Dark Souls I've wanted to play all these years. I just need a PS4.
The question is, there's obviously a rabid following for Bloodborne because there's a rabid following for the Souls games. The question is, how big is that following as far as people that would go out and buy PlayStation 4s?
I think it's bigger than the amount of people that are about to buy the Order 1886.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, to be fair though, Brian, just for future investment, and also, not being a generation behind like I always was growing up. I just plan to have one anyways, just because I know there's going to be titles that come out later that I'm going to want. So
I'll buy a PS4 when Uncharted 4 comes out, not a day sooner.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you already have one.
Kind of like how I'm going to buy a Wii U when Zelda comes out.
Sure.
Yeah.
Get that bundle.
Now, what I'm afraid of, here's what I'm afraid of, and I haven't seen a whole lot on this, but I did see someone actually, this is funny, this is actually posted on David Shu's wall, but I clicked on it and I watched it, and for the little bit of the new Fire Emblem game trailer that they released, somebody basically just broke apart just the trailer and did all these, this big ol' analysis on every scene and make speculations based on that.
Is this
Was it
Fire Emblem?
IGN? Because IGN does that. They
Yeah,
have an
it might-
entire series that they do.
Yeah, it might have been.
Wait, so this is a Fire Emblem game for PS4 that's being made?
No.
PS4, Fire Emblem for 3DS.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
a new game. Yeah, it's a new game. They actually don't even have an official
Gameplay.
title for it yet.
No, they do have gameplay. They have a little bit of gameplay for it.
Yeah,
But
have a
no,
little
they don't
bit-
have an official title for it, no.
Yeah, they don't have an official title. However, they did go to a different graphics engine, which I'm very happy about actually because
It's pretty cool because it the way it works is instead of just having a screen wipe and then it goes into the battle, it zooms into the field and the battle happens on that part of the field and it zooms out again.
Oh, that's cool, yeah. So what are you afraid of?
So there's two things that I could speculate might happen, and I don't want it to happen, and that's okay. So the biggest problem is because we don't know when it's coming out. I don't know if it's going to be for both the new 3DS and then the current one. Or there's speculation that it was only going to be for the new 3DS.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was only for the new 3DS. I think Nintendo's pushing for that pretty good. They want to sell... When you're a company who is just riding on the most successful handheld ever, then you want those people to buy another handheld to make more money. Because they're going to.
I don't think they are, actually.
You don't think so?
The main thing is the fact is they have a very large install base for the 3DS already and the 3DS XL. To split that install base even further with the new 3DS until they have it proven Like, they've only announced one game that uses only new 3DS, and that's an update of Xenoblade Chronicles for the Wii U. They ported the Xenoblade Chronicles from the Wii to the 3DS, and that's the only one that's doing it so far. There's several games that are enhanced by having the new 3DS, like Majora's Mask and Monster Hunter. But I don't think they might. It's possible they might split the user base like that, but I don't think that they would, because they'd make so much more money by releasing a game for the original than they would by releasing it new 3DS only.
The thing is, I feel like most of the 3DS user base is really diehard Nintendo fans. Like, there is Nintendo, like Nintendo fans and Sony fans are kind of the same, in my opinion. I just think there's a lot more Nintendo ones. So it's
Sony?
like,
Oh, no way.
You don't think so? I think
No,
there's a
of course
much
not.
larger Nintendo base than there is.
All you have to do is look at the Wii U sales in comparison to the PS4 sales.
I'm not looking at the Wii U. I'm talking about the 3DS.
Oh, well, even still.
I think the 3DS is like, isn't it like the most highest selling console in like this last two generations? Well,
I think
the
so.
current gen and the previous gen too?
The DS one.
Yeah, the DS was insane.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo switched focus to the new 3DS and like developing solely for it. That's just what I'm thinking.
They should do.
Because people are going to buy it. They're going to buy it. They're like, oh, cool, new Nintendo product. Fuck, we buy it. Whatever. Don't care. GG, done. Like,
well, if that was the case, they would have bought the Wii U. But people haven't exactly been out in droves to buy the Wii U.
Well, no, that's because the only like big title that was really going to drive people was Smash.
No,
Which
Mario
also came
Kart,
out.
Smash, Super Mario 3D World had a lot of hype behind it. The new Zelda game, Bayonetta 2 in some circles. There's been a number of titles that had hype behind it. It's just it hasn't been able to generate the sales.
I think 3DS has a lot more,
like, if you look
though.
at the Mario Kart, Mario Kart in particular sold around 1 million Wii U's or something like that. And the attachment rate from Mario Kart to Wii U's was almost 1-to-1. So almost every single Wii U owner owned a copy of Mario Kart. It was very close.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what the problem was even with that jump in sales, it wasn't that much, especially when you compare it to the number of people that have PS4s and Xbox Ones.
Well, I think it's just because in general, like, gamers in America, there's more gamers now that are more into like the other genres that come out on like Xbox One and PlayStation 4 and heck even PC now. That's one of the reasons why like Nintendo doesn't do so well. And it's not to say that the games that they release are bad or anything. Like, I mean, all those titles are good. And I'm sure that there'd be a lot of like, you know, PS4, Xbox One owners that would play them if they had the system, but it's kind of just one of those things where it's like, I don't know, like, I guess myself, like, I can't justify going out right now and dropping 250?
300.
Yeah, it's around that.
It's not 300 though, after tax.
But like, yeah, I can't justify going and spending $250 right now on a system that, you know, like, okay, like Super Mario 3D Land, all right, like that'd be fun, but once I beat it, I probably won't come back to it. The new Zelda definitely looks cool. I definitely do want to play that. Bayonetta 2, sure, like, I mean, it was in the nominees for Game of the Year.
It was my game of the year.
And I mean, I'm sure it's fantastic. But the thing is, like, that's another game where I think once you play through it, like, and you've done everything you need to do, you won't come back to it. So, and Mario Kart.
Well, if you're the kind of guy who wants to platinum the entire game, you got a long trek ahead of you.
Yeah,
but if you're a sane person, that would not.
But in the same, and then, you know, Mario Kart is really only fun for me if I'm, you know, if I got a room full of people that I'm playing with. So that's kind of why I can't justify.
You know what, Brian. There's your answer right there. You want to know why the 3DS sells so much more than the Wii U? Is because every group of people only needs one person to own a Wii U, but everyone needs their own 3DS.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, 3DS is also like $100 cheaper, so.
I'm just saying.
I'm waiting on 3 games to buy for the Wii U. And some would say, you know, about Smash and Mario Kart. What? Well, I knew someone who already has those games to go play them at their place. I want to play Mario Kart, so I don't need my own copy of Mario Kart.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I don't think it would be a bad business decision to put a really heavy focus on new 3DS games.
That's what they should do in the first place.
Well, yeah, but I don't think they should. I don't think they should make.
They shouldn't focus entirely on it. That would be terrible. Because the thing with the new 3DS is, one, they need the sales first before they focus on that. Two, you'd be splitting the install base. You already have 17 million 3DSs out and only 300,000 new 3DSs.
Here's the fucking thing. It's the same fucking thing. Let's be honest. Like it's different in the bit that the screen's better, 3D works better. It has a little nub, but it's a 3DS. The 3DS
it also
still
has a faster
entrenched.
processor, but it's not like that much faster.
There's going to be 3 or 4 games that are for new 3DS only, and the rest will come out and be for all of them. It'll be fine.
Well, anyways, back to my original point, though. I don't want the new Fire Emblem game to be only on the new 3DS because, well, for one, I don't want to have to buy one because all the other games that would take advantage of having the features of it, I don't care about.
The thing is, it probably won't be. It might have some cool things for that console, but it'll be out for other 3DSs too.
So like I can see like reasoning for Nintendo to make a move either route. If they make it only for the new 3DS, then that would help them generate sales for the new 3DS because I mean the Fire Emblem franchise blew up in popularity with the last one, which I don't understand. It was a good game.
Because it was great. It was a great fucking game.
It's not the best Fire Emblem though. And the thing is, like, all these plebs that like jumped on that bandwagon are never going to know the hardships that I went through with the older Fire Emblem games. They're never going to understand the terminology. They're never going to understand
because they don't have to.
They don't want to.
They don't want to,
and they don't have to. The thing with the new Fire Emblem game was
they can play the game and have their characters come back.
Yeah.
You have the characters come back after battles and not die.
Yeah, that's why people like the new Fire Emblem game so much, because they didn't want to deal with all the bullshit that Fire Emblem
I'm
had.
sorry that they're getting on your fucking lawn there, Matt, but they're having fun. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. And the whole thing with the relationship system, that was the main thing that drove that game, was the relationship
fucking cool.
system.
And you want to know what's funny is that's not even the first game to have done that.
No, but the other one that did it before was on the fucking Super Nintendo, so nobody wants to go out back and play that. It never came out in the US.
So I gotta say, where's my 3DS Advance Wars game?
That's what I want to know.
Well, the thing is, like, well, here's the thing, like, as a strategy game player, I'm gonna tell you straight up, like, I love the Advance Wars series. I've played them all, and I had fun with it.
You know what? Where's our Xbox One online-enabled Advance Wars that we could just play?
No, fuck that. Where's your Xbox One online-enabled fucking Uno game?
All right.
Oh, yeah, huh? That's not a thing.
Now we're getting super hipster, but go on.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I'm gonna say, like, in terms of strategy games, like, Fire Emblem is just, in my opinion, strictly better than Advance Wars. Strictly better.
It's been so long since I played Advance Wars Dual Strike. I can't argue about it at all. So.
And the thing is, like, I'm not sure. Actually,
it depends what kind of strategy game you're looking for, because Advance Wars is just as much about resource management as it is the strategy itself.
Yeah, and the thing
Whereas
is, like,
Fire Emblem is about, like, your units and then your relationships with those units and then putting those units in a strategic way on the map. Whereas Advance Wars is just as much about capturing bases and then producing from those bases using your resources as it is the actual strategy of taking out other people's units themselves.
Well, yeah, and I mean, like, and that's the thing, like, they both have their own respective, like, pros and cons, but Advance Wars also only has, let's see, they had the first one on the GBA, they had the second game, Black Hole, on the GBA.
Yeah.
There was Days of Ruin, which was actually completely different.
Days of Ruin I didn't care for, but
yeah. I didn't like that game that much either. It was a lot darker, a lot less cartoonish, from like compared to like the first couple games, and then Dual Strike came out on the DS, and I loved that game. I had a lot of fun with it. But yeah, like, at the end of the day, I still prefer Fire Emblem as far as, like, the mechanics and what you do in that game. And it's funny because, I mean, the developer is the same for both games, Intelligent Systems.
Yeah.
So they're both well-made games. I enjoy them. I enjoy them both. But I think it's maybe because I started with Fire Emblem and maybe that's why, or maybe because Fire Emblem just has more games in their series. But I just find it funny though that nobody wants to go back and play the non-US release ones, because let's be real, casuals aren't going to go and figure out how to install an emulator and use ROMs.
Nor am I, because I have other things I can go play that don't require that shit.
And the thing is, it's not even that it's hard, but like,
Also-
and there's English patches for all of them too. Like that's how I played.
There's
Fire
also
Emblem.
the question of why should I care?
Well, simply because they were fantastic games.
I'm sure they were, but they're not the only fantastic games that exist. But other ones don't require me to get an emulator to
Yeah.
play.
And so the thing is, like, it's not that I don't accept that this last game was so popular, because it appealed and catered more towards people who just wanted to get in the game and then just go and just play through it, not lose their dudes. And
Well, it had the breadth of both having the original Fire Emblem, you lose your dudes in difficulty, and the ability for people to go in and just play the story and have fun with the game. It was that flexibility that made it such a big hit.
Well, yeah, because then that meant that the hardcore players like me could still play it the classic way, and then because it's funny because the interface, even like in the order in which like you attack something, normally you choose target and then you choose target, then you choose weapon. In this game, it was actually the other way around, because I found there's a setting in there where you can switch it back. And also the way that they figured the stats for like multiple attacks was also very much simplified compared to like the first one I played, which was Blazing Sword on the GBA.
Also, the game just fucking looks nice. The battles look really smooth.
Yeah. The thing is, Mike, like if you watch the teaser trailer for this new one coming out, it looks even better. Like I'm actually really excited for it.
It looks really smooth, yeah.
And they used a different graphic engine so that they don't have like in the cutscenes, like they sometimes have like the derpy face.
Though I kind of love that shit though. But
Also, you notice how like in the okay, so not the cutscenes, but like there were cutscenes, but they were using like the in-game graphics. Notice how like their legs just kind of taper off and just become like like sticks.
Yeah.
In this new game, they went away from that and they actually like fully draw out like their whole body.
no, I mean, like it is gonna be a day one purchase most likely for me because
Yeah. Why? Especially
of how
after
much I enjoyed Awakening.
watch the trailer, Mike. Like when you see,
I think I
like,
did already. It's all blurred to me though.
yeah, when you see it, it looks really good. But
I was like,
Anyways.
yeah, it's pretty cool. I can't wait to come out. Not anytime soon. All right, well, cool.
they don't even have an official like release date for it yet.
Exactly. So it's all about codename Sting.
They also don't have shit. What was I gonna say? They don't have an official title for it either, which is weird. But they also
We'll just call it Fire Emblem.
but well,
They've already done that.
Who cares?
the very
2000
first game.
2015. There we go.
But they already in the gameplay though from that trailer though, like I already know like some of the characters' names because I can read the katakana.
Marth.
Boy.
Martha.
One of them is Hinoka.
Well, that dancer
Schultz.
looks like a main character.
Yeah, she does. Well, anyways, Brian, the thing I linked you earlier, when you get an opportunity or when you have like 15 free minutes, just watch that, and you'll actually see like after watching that, it actually made me even more excited for the game.
Oh, it's Game Explained, yeah.
So yeah, I just hope that I don't know. I want it to be available on the current 3DS, just so
It'll be available. Don't worry.
I promise you it'll be available for the current 3DS. Nintendo, it's not at a point right now where they're willing to experiment with new 3DS games outside of ones that they need to. Like, the only reason that Xenoblade Chronicles is coming out for new 3DS only is because they needed that extra processing power to run it.
Yeah, and that makes sense. But like the thing is, like with a game like Fire Emblem, I don't really see a reason to
I don't
only be
either.
using the only to be using
3D battles.
They already do 3D battles.
yeah,
Better 3D battles.
I mean,
Better eye tracking.
That's
3D battles.
yeah. That
I mean,
I've used the
supposedly-
new 3DS at GameStop. That's pretty cool, actually.
I mean, I guess the added processing power makes your game load faster, maybe, but
Let you skip those battle animations even faster.
thing
I
is,
like
like,
watching the battle animations.
I leave the animations on my entire first playthrough,
I
and then if I ever go and when I go back and play it again and do different things and level up different people and all that kind of stuff, then that's when I turn them off.
I would watch them during crits because that's always cool. So
Yeah, I'm just hoping that I'm just glad that they went with a different graphic engine because there are some of those cutscenes where their faces just look so derpy.
yeah, but like
And
you know,
I'm just like,
it's not about the cutscenes; it's about the gameplay.
I know, but I don't know. It's funny that they
Something that the Order does not really understand.
Right.
Wow.
But yeah,
That's true.
yeah. So next month, yeah, I'm getting Codename Steam, and then the month after
Yeah.
that,
Have you guys seen the trailer for Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse?
Yeah, I did.
It's the most fucking nuts thing for Dragon Ball I've ever seen.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't be asked.
Oh, Brian. But admit it, that was some fucking nuts ass shit, right?
It's very Dragon Ball.
You created your own character as you're going through changing the timeline. Oh my god, it seems like the best thing.
It's
and I
just
can't wait
I've
to see it.
seen the Dragon Ball games that have come out for the last 5 or 6 years, and none of them have been good. So I don't know what to think.
Budokai Tenkaichi was alright.
No, but I mean like Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit or Dragon
First one,
Ball
it was
Z.
fun.
Wasn't that fun?
It was fun though.
It was not good.
It was not bad.
What else was that other one? Dragon Ball Z something World, Freedom World.
There was the MMO.
Oh
which
God!
run on
Don't.
by.
Yeah, I remember when that came out.
I had no idea it existed until like 3 weeks ago.
See, Dragon Ball Z list of Dragon Ball games. Sure.
No, don't do that. You'll be on there all day.
Oh, don't worry about it. I just want to go through the 2010s. Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z was bullshit. Dragon Ball
Yeah, that was
Z
bad.
for Kinect was
That was a
existed.
thing.
that was real.
Did we play that? I played at the Fries that one time. That was alright. And by alright, I mean alright for like 10 minutes.
Dragon Ball Z Raging Blast and Raging Blast 2 weren't great.
But they weren't bad though.
Dragon Ball Z Infinite World wasn't great.
That's MMO, right?
No, that was the game. It was a fighting game.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit wasn't great.
It was not bad though. It looked good.
well, whatever. I can't get into the DBZ games. I just can't.
I can, and I will.
Like,
I think they're
I-
fun to mess around with for like an hour.
Yeah, they're fun. Like, let's just play randoms. And oh look, you got like Kid Buu and I got Birder. Well, this is gonna suck.
You know what's
Yeah, well-
funny is they actually, for something Dragon Ball Z related, they actually got Takahata to play Nappa.
That's good.
I can't, like, the actual dub was just like, all right, you've become like the fan thing for Dragon Ball Z. Guess what? You're in the actual series now.
Can we get Guru? Cause Bridge Guru is the best.
Yeah, right?
I want to see like Prime Guru. That'd be great.
Curtis Arnott. That's Takahata 101's name.
Oh,
Curtis
what's
Arnott.
this
Arnott,
DBZ
yeah.
game called? DBZ what?
Xenoverse.
Xenoverse.
Okay.
You're a time cop, and it's the best.
The E3 2014 trailer?
Yeah, it's like a 5-minute trailer
Or
of
the January 2015 trailer?
whichever one's 5 minutes long.
Oh, that's this one. Okay, let's just go ahead and put this over here because fuck the order.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. But besides that, games are kind of light right now. I mean, Evolve came out. Evolve was a fun game.
I'm sure Evolve has a lot of fans. I considered it.
I
I ended up going Majora's Mask 3D instead. I loved that game a lot.
don't want to play that game. I found out.
Why you don't like?
I don't want to get to lie to me and say, "Oh, you have 72 hours," but actually that's 72 minutes. And oh wait, you lost. You don't understand how the time works in the game.
It's not that hard. It's plenty of time to do most anything in that game. It is stressful though. I'll give you that. It does get a little bit stressful.
I don't want to deal with that, so you know.
It's a very spooky video game. It's spooky boogie.
Also, I think that like when Steam eventually has their Evolve 3 weekend, that'll be good for us.
Yeah, like a year or more from now.
Well, they're having their Call of Duty Advanced Warfare 3 weekend this weekend, so yeah, about a little more than a year, like 8 months, give or take.
There was things. There's a lot of games going on sale, but I kind of want to play Alien Isolation.
I heard it was good.
Oh shit!
I also heard it
Yeah,
was
how
bad.
much? How much is it on that set? I never heard anyone really say like it was bad. Like the worst thing I heard
A lot
on
of
Alien
people
Isolation
really like
was
that
like
game a lot.
It's a mixed. I got mixed reactions from that game.
the worst thing I ever read about Alien Isolation was like it's
long as fuck.
fine.
Also, it's kind of glitchy and it's long as fuck.
Brian, do you know how much it actually costs on Xbox One with that sale going on?
Say 40.
What? No
it
way.
Must be less than that.
That's
It's
hardly
like
a sale.
60. It's like 60% off. It's real cheap.
Isn't it also on Steam though?
It is.
It is.
Well, the thing
I
is
can use the VR with it too.
well,
That'd
The
be
thing is-
fucking terrifying.
the thing is, like, I watched when that game.
Okay,
came out-
Alien Isolation on Xbox One right now is $24.
Ooh.
Well, that's still for me. That's
Ruben, did you ever buy Murdered Soul Suspect?
Nope. Still waiting for it to get
When it
lower.
was $6 on Steam?
I'm getting it for Xbox One. You know that.
God damn it, Ruben. Just fucking plug your fucking controller to your PC and be fine. It'll be
No.
fine.
I have
Oh, yeah.
like 5 gigs of space left on this computer. I can't fit another game on there.
well,
Yeah,
by
like
the way-
18 hard drives. Just plug one in there.
No, it's not SSD.
Ah,
I won't
God.
stand for it.
By the way,
Cares.
I didn't know this until recently. That I can plug my Xbox One controller into my PC and
Yeah.
Oh, I got my Xbox One controller in here right now. I was playing Hand of Fate with it earlier.
Even
So, like-
though I kind of like the old Xbox 360 controller better, but have that wired one near me all the time. So
anyways, yeah.
I can't go back. It feels
I can
weird.
go back.
I
That's
know.
the
I
best controller
love
ever
the
made.
new Xbox controller much.
No,
more
it's a good
than
controller, but the Xbox 360 controller was the best controller ever made.
I disagree with that.
I
I
think
love
the
the Xbox One
bone
controller much more.
is like much better.
It
I
feels
don't,
so
I don't
much
think it's
better.
better. I don't like the bumpers as much. The bumpers seem a little too stiff.
The D-pad is just like infinitely better though.
Yeah. it is.
I don't.
Oh,
Every fucking D-pad feels the fucking same to me. I don't give a fuck about D-pads.
I hated that like circle thing it had on the 360 one.
Yeah, that was dumb.
God, where's this Dragon Ball Z trailer going? Like, it's just fucking DBZ, DBZ, DBZ,
It's explaining to you how it works. You have to just listen to it.
I don't think so. It's just introducing characters.
I can't like I thought for a fact that Murdered Soul Suspect was on this sale, but I guess it wasn't. Might
No.
be that it's on sale. On Steam.
I'm pretty convinced that game's gonna be like a Xbox Gold free game within this year.
Probably.
I'm
It's
gonna
already
fucking
really close.
antagonistically like gift you that game at some point.
yeah, Brian.
No, I'm not playing on
Yeah,
PC.
I'm going to.
I'm not playing on PC.
Fuck you. I'm going to. You're going to. I'm going to get this guy.
I'm actually not. That's the great part about it.
Brian, so do you know how much? Do you know what the discount's going to be on the Halo Master Chief Collection? Because I know that sale doesn't actually start until this weekend.
Isn't that game still broken?
I don't know. Maybe. Probably not.
Who the fuck is Gogeta?
Gogeta
yeah.
is the
It was Goku and Vegeta
he's the
with a
fusion of
pod.
Goku Vegeta.
That happened? I
Yeah,
guess. You
that's
know what?
also like
Of
the
course
most-
it happened.
It's also like the most bullshit, powerful anime character of all time.
Yeah, he has red hair.
Yeah, that's about right. He's
Who's-
really stupid.
Luis. Luis?
Like he moves and like twitches because you can't see how fast he's moving.
Oh god. I don't think I'm watching the right trailer because this isn't explaining shit. It's just literally introducing every character in the game and then showing them fight.
Have you audio muted?
I have it low.
Okay, well,
I don't
you're a guy going through time.
I don't think I'm watching the right trailer. But
Maybe.
whatever.
No, the trailer is like 8 minutes long.
Here, let me show you the trailer I'm looking at.
But you're a guy going through time.
Anywho. Yeah, so, God, what are we going to talk about something else? Wasn't there something else on the... what was it?
No, that's the right trailer. You got it right.
Oh, no! Wait, now it's explaining it. Okay.
There we go.
I'm at the end now. Okay, whatever. Anyways. God, there was something you were talking about, like, when we first started. You were like, we'll bring that up later. Maybe we did, and I just forgot. Anyways, is there anything else on the docket?
I really like Hand of Fate. Game's real good. The thing,
'Cause I
it's a
told
little
you
rough
about
around the edges still, just because, I mean, it's made in Unity, and it's very kind of... I mean, it's a little bit rough, but goddamn if that game isn't really, really fun.
It seems really cool. Like a weird roguelike action-adventure build your deck building game.
God, the deck building as it compares to the adventure is so fucking cool.
It seems like as if you made like the whole weird Ravenholm D&D game, but an action game.
Yeah, it's okay. So what it is like when you start a game up, like at the end of each adventure, you earn packs of cards that you're able to add to your deck and stuff. But you build 2 decks before you start an adventure. One deck is all the good stuff that you want. So like all of the equipment that you're going to be able to have at your disposal from the store and stuff, or that you would find from adventuring. And then the other deck is the different adventures that you're going to be able to go on that has different stuff. So maybe like a river that you would have to cross, or goblins or something. So the things that you would go up against. So you build both of those decks, and then the dealer mixes in some other bad cards in with them for his choice. And then he shuffles them all, and then he lays them out. And then you go through an adventure, like, card by card. And then, so, like, you would go over one, it would be like, oh, you found a maiden in the woods who grants you a boon. So you gotta be like, okay, do I want more health? Do I want more food? Or do I want, like, an extra bonus for me during combat or something like that? But it's also a management thing, because you have a certain amount of food, and when you run out of food, then you start losing health every turn. So you kind of have to be like, okay, do I want to just adventure around a little bit to find the exit, or do I just want to go straight on through because I'm running out of food because some goblins took my food?
Right.
Or something. So it's like the adventure you would build a deck of adventure cards you want to deal with as you go along, at the same time that you're trying to build yourself up for the last boss fight and stuff. It's really cool.
Yeah, I want to check it out. If not this weekend, and sometime next week.
Plus it's really easy to just kind of pick up and play, because each of the adventures will only take you around like 15-20 minutes. Or if you're just like in the zone, there's an endless mode where you just build a deck, and then you just go with it for as long as you can until you die.
And you will die.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, if there's one roguelike looking forward to this year, Hotline Miami 2.
I mean, I'm not big on roguelikes. I'm really into Hand of Fate because of the deck building element, but
What about FTL?
I liked FTL. I wasn't as into it as a lot of other people were, but I thought it was cool.
It's pretty awesome, bro.
By the way, so at the end of that DBZ video, YouTube recommended me to watch the Order 1886 walkthrough part 1, so that's what I'm doing now.
Okay, Ruben, tell me what's the date? What's the date on that video?
What's the what?
The date on that video.
February 19th.
Oh,
today.
Oh yeah, it's probably not. I don't think it's the leak.
No, they took that one way down.
Okay.
But anyways, I remembered the last thing we were going to talk about. I wanted to hear about the NBA draft, Mike.
Oh,
yeah.
no, fuck it, no. God, fuck. I gotta get up now. Fuck me. Okay, hold up. So, today was the NBA trade deadline.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, oh, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like a pretty light day, nothing else gonna happen. Then, like a 4-hour period, there was like 20 fucking trades. It's fucking... And Phoenix made so many moves. Like, Phoenix traded Isaiah Thomas to Boston, then Goran Dragic to the Heat.
We gave up something for like 2 picks in like 2019 or something, or 2017, 2019.
Yeah, it's just like, and then Kevin Garnett went back to the Timberwolves, and then Reggie Jackson went from OKC to the Pistons, and it's just like all this shit happened in like a 4-hour period. Just all these trades. It's just, let me go find the ESPN thing I was looking at.
Yeah.
It has like a list of all the trades.
I just
there.
I just got out of work, checked Facebook. I'm like, what the shit is going on?
Okay,
in
so
trade day.
So put this on the stream right quick. This is a link to all the trades that happened today.
All right, this will be more entertaining than this order video.
Anything is more
whew.
entertaining than that order video.
Minnesota acquires Kevin Garnett.
I
Brooklyn
do think he can be
acquires.
successful with Detroit.
Oh, son
I mean,
of
they've got a long way to
Shut
go.
up, news. Brooklyn acquires Thaddeus Young. Miami acquires Goran Dragic. Phoenix acquires
Dragic.
Danny
Granger for two picks.
Wait, they got two Dragic?
That's him and his brother. Yeah,
We have Danny Granger.
from Phoenix. Yeah.
And, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We acquired 2 first-round picks from Miami. So, did Miami really want those two brothers together? Like, hella, man?
No, they wanted Goran. They didn't want Zoran, but Zoran came as a package deal.
That's really funny.
Then Phoenix got two point guards, and then Jackson went to the Pistons, and then Isaiah Thomas got traded from Phoenix to Boston. The follow went to Portland. The Rockets got a point guards.
So basically,
The
these players are
got
just...
point guard. The Sixers just got trash and picks.
Wow.
All this happened today.
These players are just sitting at home, just like, fuck it, just tell me where I end up, tell me where I'm moving.
Yeah, like there are some good tweets of like there was one tweet of a player just going, tell me what's going on? I don't know what's going on right now.
So
Am I selling my house or not? Help me.
Yeah, like one guy's like, I'm just gonna sit here and wait to see what happens because I don't know what's fucking going on here.
So Mike, did the Phoenix Suns like lose anyone like really good?
Goran Dragic.
Oh.
Wait.
And
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
who did we get in exchange?
You got Brandon Knight from the Bucks, who's really good. You've got Danny Granger is washed up. You got two picks from Miami, and another washed up guy. You got Kendall Marshall, who's all right from the Bucks. You got Marcus Thornton from the Celtics, who's all right.
And a
It's got
2016.
a lot of picks and spare parts.
Let's see, and a 2016 first round pick.
Mhm.
Okay, so that means in 2016 they get one of the Phoenix Suns will get one of the first.
I think we have a first round pick in
They'll get their pick
2016,
and
2017. No, I think Miami's picks though were 2017, 2019.
Yeah,
if I remember.
there's a rule where you can't trade consecutive year picks because that's something that the Nets did, and the league had to stop them from themselves. So they made that rule: you can't trade consecutive picks.
So what years did they give it away? What years did we get?
I'm not sure. It's not saying here.
Well, we have
So I
2016.
can go find out.
We have 2016 for sure.
You got the 2017. We really want to get into like specifics here.
I guess not. The way you word that means you don't want to.
No. I mean, you got a 2017 Miami first round pick, top 7 protected, meaning that if that pick lands in the top 7, Miami keeps it. But if not, it lands 8 and out in this the Suns pick.
So
And we got Miami Heat a 2021 first round pick.
So Mike, if so all these trades happen today,
Right.
do they go into effect like immediately?
Immediately.
So like the next game that they play, they will no longer put
A
on.
lot of these players are on planes as we speak.
Yeah, as we speak.
Dang. So overall, Mike, just your analysis or whatever,
It's just fucking crazy.
Did
It was fucking nuts and crazy. Fuck God, man.
Well, okay. So in terms of the Phoenix Suns, did we end up like coming out on top of this trade, or did we get fucked?
You didn't get fucked, but I think you got worse.
Fuck.
I think
Because Goran Dragic was like a top 10 guard last year, but he was really disgruntled this season, and he's a free agent next year.
I mean, it
So
looks
it's
like
either
Phoenix...
you sign him or let him walk. So they traded him for something.
Yeah. It
And then
just
they
looks
traded-
like they're securing their future for this shit. Like, whatever.
And then they traded. They pretty much just picked up assets to use for future trades.
Yeah.
I see.
All I know is that when I went to lunch at noon, everything was fine. I came back an hour later, and all fucking hell broke loose. It was some kind of day if you're an NBA fan.
Yeah.
Well then, interesting. Anything else, Brian? Or is that wrapping it up?
Matsuri is this Saturday.
Oh god.
Still not sure if I want to go. I was thinking about like, all I do is eat and leave. So
Right?
should I
But
drive
still,
there?
though, yakisoba, man, let's do it.
Yeah, but you can get that like at any authentic Japanese place. Like
Yeah,
the,
but it's also like fucking Matsuri is like a college reunion, though. You see everybody you fucking know.
Man,
yeah.
there was a discussion about that going out on somebody's Facebook page earlier, but they were like, okay, Matsuri is here. Is it wrong or offensive to cosplay there? And I thought
we've been
about
over that before.
No, I thought about it, and I'm like, you know, as long as you're cosplaying somebody that originally originated from Japan, then no.
And not
Because they
fucking
have a
furries.
cosplay contest there. They're enabling it. It's not like it's something that they don't want.
They're
saw-
enabling the plague.
Fucking the furries we saw last year, Ruben.
I said that. I'm like, that's where things start to break down. If you're cosplaying something that didn't originate in Japan, then what's the fucking point?
Oh,
right?
well, Ruben, we also gotta go get some sake too. Don't forget about that.
I guess that'd be the highlight. I just don't know. Like,
We should buy a cup of sake for every Homestuck cosplayer we see.
Okay, well, Mike, here's,
boy, then I won't be able to drive home.
Yeah. Here's a
Well, I'm
problem.
gonna be driving anyway, so whatever.
Well, here's the thing. Saturday, the problem is like Saturday I work till 4,
Right.
and by the time I would get down there, like they close down their stuff pretty early, I think.
On Saturdays, yeah.
And then like the thing is like then there's Sunday, which I'm sure I'll probably be off, but like
Why would you want to go?
why would I want to go? And the thing is like I still have to go into work, you know, at the regular time on Monday, and I might have the double blowout on Monday, so
Which is why you should come with me to Daryl's party later that night.
well, here's the other determining, or the other, I don't want to say obstacle, but there's a thing I got invited to by my friend Sean.
God damn it! Don't make plans on the fucking cast.
I'm not making plans. I'm just saying, like, I got invited to this thing
Ugh.
that I might go to on Saturday instead, and it's not anything major, but it's just something I know I would probably have fun doing if I went.
All right.
Okay.
I don't want to go alone though.
So, anyways, in retrospective, games suck right now. I'm just kidding. No, the
No,
order sucks. Final Fantasy
very-
looks cool.
it's-
Heroes
yeah.
of the Storm's cool.
Yeah.
Dark
Everyone
Dungeon's pretty good. Hand of Fight's pretty good.
play fun games and watch out for bad ones. All right, good
I
night.
really like
Bas-
Better Call
basketball
Saul.
is nuts.
I'm a very
And
interesting
basketball is
show.
nuts. All right, good night.
Night.